Hi everyone, welcome back. Welcome to your last online module for Unit 2. Sort of crazy, huh? We're almost at the midpoint point of our course. Alright, so today's module we're going to look at exactly what you see, the non-kingdom. Biologist, protist. Alright, so we're going to wrap up our unit on microbiology by looking at what was formerly known as kingdom Protista. So again, this is an outdated taxonomic tree. For a while we had 6 kingdoms of life, a kingdom for bacteria, a kingdom for archaea, and then a kingdom for protist. So we collectively still use the term protist for organisms that are small, eukaryotic. Most of them are unicellular, but a few of them are multicellular. And even when this was a common practice to classify all protists in one kingdom, I always said this was stupid, all right? I've always said, you know, kingdom protist isn't really a kingdom, it's just a junk drawer kingdom. So any small organism that had a nucleus, so you could call it bacteria, so it had a nucleus, any small eukaryotic organism that we didn't want to classify as a plant or an animal as a fungus, we just threw into this junk drawer kingdom. So what are the problems with lumping together all the protists as one kingdom? Well, first of all, most eukaryotes are protists, so this kingdom is just incredibly huge. And most protists are unicellular. So again, this classification was based on the morphology of being a single-celled eukaryotic. But this is the problem. Eukaryotes / protists have been evolving for over 2 billion years. So think about it. According to the fossil record, we first see evidence of eukaryotic life in rock that's about 2 billion years old. And when eukaryotic life emerged, it was all unicellular, all composed of a single cell. So this group of organisms have been evolving as a group for 2 billion years. And when things evolve, they diverge, they become more diverse, and they branch out. And so when you think about this, because euks have been present on our planet and evolving for 2 billion years, they are also the most diverse group of eukaryotes. Now in Unit 3, when we talk about animals with bones, vertebrate animals, we'll talk about fish and birds and other reptiles and amphibians and mammals. We'll point out that fish have been the vertebrates that have been on our planet the longest, and then you might deduce that fish are the most diverse group of animal with bones, and you would be correct. So just once we learn about evolution, we can't forget it. So the longer things evolve, the more populations become isolated from each other, you have speciation, and so on and so forth. So we have this one kingdom. We had one kingdom for the most diverse group of eukaryotes. Now here's another crazy thing. We are still discovering more and more protists because, again, they're unicellular and it's hard to find them with the naked eye. So how are we discovering these new euks, these new protists? Through what's called gene prospecting. So basically, we are first identifying a lot of organisms by their DNA signature. And to illustrate this, we're going to listen to a little videotape that features Dr. Craig Venter. Now, if you have taken Bio 151, especially from myself or from Dr. David Wright, you should recognize this name. Do you know who Dr. Craig Venter is? Well, he is a brilliant man who is brilliant not only in the scientific arena, but also in the business arena. He founded his own genetics company, Cellera, and he and his company raced the federal government to be the first to decode the human genome. And fortunately, it was pretty much a dead heat. Otherwise, this man right here would probably own your DNA. All right. So this guy is, he's brilliant, a little bit crazy. I'll put a supplemental video up with Stephen Colbert interviewing him. But what's required for his class is to watch, I believe, the first 4 minutes of this little video I'm going to show you on gene prospecting, and I think you'll find it very interesting. I'll see you after the video.